There it goes. Whew. Getting worried this died on me here. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Wolf here again. Today I'm up at, well, my weather station's beeping. It'll stop in a moment, but today I'm up at Killington, Vermont. As you saw, there's quite a few other vans around. So we're camping here just for tonight. And I'm on my, on a root beer run. You'll have to wait till a future episode to find out what exactly a root beer run is, but that's what this adventure is. This is my Vermont root beer run, so stay tuned. We're gonna get some fresh root beer. But anyway, this is the first time I've done an adventure like this, staying in a parking lot. Well, I've stayed in parking lots before, but not with a whole lineup of other vans. This is kind of surprised. I thought we'd have this whole place practically to ourselves here. And there's probably about a dozen vans out there. There's a schoolie out there. There's all kinds of stuff. Kind of neat. I didn't expect that. One of the neighbor over there is very friendly. Introduced himself as soon as I got out. I'm sure I needed to see if I needed anything, which I didn't. I was just outside getting a feel for the area and that. But yeah, it's pretty cool here. Pretty cool. I'm not a skier or anything, so I'm not actually going up onto the mountain. I don't know how to ski. And like I said, I've only got 2 nights for this little adventure, so I'm going to be here, and tomorrow we'll work my way back towards root beer. You'll see. Anyway, let me get the weather station up so I can see what the actual outside temperature is. Don't mind the mess back here, but we got the weather station up. It's slowly calibrating, so it's not that cold out, though. And when I left Massachusetts, the temperature was over 50. So it was really nice out, so it's not that cold. I'm able to step out there with just a sweatshirt on, no jacket or anything, up in Killington. So, so not bad. So I'm looking forward to find out what the actual temperature is. So, yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I bought a battery at Stop and Shop, but I got a Stop and Shop brand battery, and it lasted all of about a month, not even a month. So, we'll see what this other battery does instead. It's actually the Energizers, those haven't lasted very long either, but we'll see. Picked that up at the local hardware store on the way up. I also stopped and bought myself a fresh tank of propane because I didn't want to run out of propane while I'm on this trip. It's going to get colder as we go along. So I just knew today was going to be fairly mild. And I can run the furnace and not worry about having to conserve fuel or anything too. So I can stay warm and comfortable in the van while I'm at these places here. So yeah, I'm testing out things. I'm pushing my comfort limits a little bit here and trying to explore some areas that are not campgrounds. As campground fees are getting expensive. New Hampshire's charged $35 a night. Vermont is now charging, I think, $38 a night for out-of-staters. $30 a night up in Maine. White Mountain National Forest is $30 a night for a lot of the campgrounds. Some of them a little bit cheaper, but a lot of them are $30 a night, which is just getting to be out of hand for no amenities or anything. So I'm trying to explore some new places. Massachusetts is still good for at least as long as you live in Massachusetts. It's only $17 a night. If you don't live in Massachusetts, $54 a night. Ridiculous. As like I said, camping is just getting too expensive now, so I'm looking for alternatives now to start exploring free camping options, and this is one of those such places here. So this trip here, I'm not paying any campground fees for that, and I'm getting kind of anxious to find some places that are actually still open. Because this time of year, everything closes. I've done Hancock Campground, I've done Barnes Field. I need some new places to explore, so it's time to push my comfort limits and start looking for free places like this. So that's what we're doing here. So it's down to 49 degrees, so it's slowly adjusting to the actual outdoor temperature. 47 now. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. I'm making a very simple dinner tonight. Keep it really simple. Where'd it go? Lost my dinner. There it is. Dinty more beef stew. This can's got 20 ounces of food in it, so I'm just going to heat this up and eat it tonight. That's my dinner. Keep it simple. I don't feel like having any complications or anything. Dinner doesn't get much easier than this. Sometimes it's good just to have a simple meal. Oh. Oh, oops, I turned the gas on. There we go. Works much better that way. Alright, got a simple simple dinner tonight. Nice beef stew, pretty hot still. And just a glass of orange soda. I don't have a root beer yet to review here because I haven't bought my root beer yet, so that's why I'm on a root beer run. I'll find one to review tomorrow. Not the healthiest meal in the world, but it was certainly easy. It's loaded with sodium. What do you got here? Sodium. 990 milligrams. And this is 2.5 servings. Good grief. So yeah, I'm getting my sodium for the day. That was a good dinner. My my dessert wasn't as nearly as exciting. All I had was one of the Little Debbie strawberry shortcakes. Yeah, Little Debbie, yeah. The strawberry shortcake. That was my dessert for tonight, so nothing really fancy, but it worked. So now I want to go into a little bit of a Q&A type of thing. I've toyed around with trying this for a while now, so I think tonight's the night. So I got my list of some questions there that people have posted on some of my videos over the last few weeks, and I think I'll go over some of them. So first one comes from Ken DPW or something like that. He says, foil is expensive. You're certainly not very frugal with it. Foil isn't very expensive at all. I'm not sure where you get your foil is expensive from. I'm kind of curious where you're buying your foil, because I buy it at Market Basket over in the New England area, and it's like $2 for a roll of it. It's not expensive at all, and Walmart sells it dirt cheap too. Foil is one of the cheapest materials you can use, so I'm quite willing to use it to make sure my food doesn't burn. So yeah, I use a lot of foil, I admit, but it's not very expensive. Okay, so the next message comes from Vincent. He's in regards to the Moosamulu campground tour that I shot a while back, probably a couple of years ago or so. He's asking, how's the grade driving? I have an old Class A and it looks pretty steep on camera. At the campground area itself, once you get into the gravel road system, I don't think it's all that steep. I think it's pretty, there's some hills, but it's not that bad. The gravel road can be a little rough at times, but not too bad. The one thing to consider, though, is if you're coming in from Route 125, Hancock, Vermont area, and coming in that way, you will be coming over some pretty mountainous terrain in that spot, some steep climbs in that. If your old Class A camper is going to have problems with that, you might want to explore Route 73 and coming in from the southern side instead. You'll come over a lot more gravel road and a lot more rough road there, but there's it's a bit less mountainous, shall we say, on Route 73 over there. So you might want to explore coming in from the southern side instead. All right, Marilyn. Yeah, hi, Marilyn. One of my subscribers I've actually met. She says, I hope your transmission is okay, Wolf. Ready for the incoming blizzard? We're getting slammed. Or we're going to get slammed. And yeah, we did. We got slammed, that's for sure. So far, the transmission's been doing okay. No major issues. It hasn't slipped at all on this trip. Adding that little bit of transmission fluid to it back in November seems to have helped considerably. So it may just be a low transmission fluid problem, hopefully. But I'm taking it easy on the transmission anyway. I take it out of overdrive when I'm off the highway, or when I need to pass somebody or something like that. I've been kind of just taking manual control on it. It's the only time it really slips is when it's in overdrive and I need to like accelerate up a hill or something. It'll slip a little bit. So as long as I don't put it in that scenario, it's been fine. So that, and like I said, a little added transmission fluid didn't hurt any. It was definitely a little on the low side. So far, so good. Hopefully I can get a few more years out of it. All right, Michelle writes, and Michelle, hi. You're another one I definitely want to meet one of these days. She's another regular on my comments here. She writes, I'm always amazed how much you know about how much you know about so much stuff between the mechanics of the vehicle and electrical and power systems. It's really impressive. It's all Greek to me. I'm all self-taught. I've just teach myself this stuff, but that's just how my mind works. I have a tactical mind, which is why I do computer support and stuff. And yeah, it's just how my mind works. I teach myself this stuff as I go along. I'm just really good at it, and I pick it up. And even when I'm faced with something I've never dealt with before, I can pick it up pretty quickly. That's what makes me good at what I do. So, again, tech help at lonewanderingwolf.com. If you guys need a computer tech or just a technology specialist for anything, I'll even help you out with your van builds and that. Tech help at lonewanderingwolf.com. Thought I'd throw that shameless plug in there. Okay, so in regards to my unsuccessful artifact hunting trip up in the White Mountains that I did, Jeffrey writes, not sure if metal detectors are allowed in that area. That's a good question. I don't know either. I'd have to look in the rules. I know you're not allowed to remove the stuff anyway, so you're certainly not allowed to dig into the ground. So yeah, having a metal detector is probably against the rules too, I would imagine. And it wouldn't do much use anyway if you have to dig to find the stuff. And you're not allowed to take the stuff with you anyway. You got to leave it where you find it. So yeah, it's an interesting question, but yeah, I don't know the answer to that one. Okay, what we got here is one of my fellow van lifers here, Radical Nomadical. He writes that, first he comments that he recently put the same tires on his van, so that's good. Good feedback on my tire choice. And so far, my Falcon Rubitrex have been doing a fantastic job on this van, so I'm glad I got them. And he asks, how much power has your Starlink Mini been using? I've been thinking about getting one. And then he also comments, I hope your transmission is okay. So, as I already commented on the transmission, yeah, it's been doing fine. So far, so good. As for the Starlink Mini, it averages, let's see. It's drawing about 2 to 2.5 amps off the battery. It actually has a thing on the app shows you how much power it's actually drawing itself. Let me bring that up. Statistics, power draw, there we go, 17 watts. It's drawing 17 watts right at the moment. So it doesn't draw a huge amount of power, but it's a continuous load, and it does drain the batteries down. I'm running it off the inverter right now because I haven't wired it in properly to take advantage of running directly off the battery system. So I'm actually converting it to AC and then back to DC again, so there's some loss there too. It's not a perfect system. I just haven't had time to wire it in yet. So that's all. But yeah, it's averaging about 17 watts when it's running, so it's not a huge load. If you're getting some snow, then it does have some heating systems in that will kick in, and it can draw up to 60 watts then. So just keep that in mind. But and it does do a surge when you first power it on too. But average load, yeah, 17 watts. All right, Jeffrey's back with another question here. Does one need a ham radio license just to listen? No, you don't. As all the transmissions are free and clear. Analog, there's digital stuff now too. This is a digital radio here, so you'd need a special scanner to be able to hear what's going on, but none of it's encrypted. It's all open and in the clear. But yeah. Yeah, no, you don't need a license to listen. I recommend getting a license because it's a lot of fun to be able to transmit to, but no, you can just get a regular off-the-shelf scanner and listen to your heart's content. Nothing against the law about it. In fact, it's required that the transmissions be open and in the clear. We're not allowed to encrypt. We're not allowed to do any of that stuff. That's actually written right in the rules. Anybody has to be able to listen to your transmissions. All right, Michelle again asks, great to see you out and about. You stayed in a lot of cabins at Mohawk. Which one is your favorite and why? That would have to be cabin number 5. That's my favorite up there of all the cabins, cabin number 5. Just keep in mind that it is a handicapped accessible cabin. That's one of their 3 accessible cabins up there. And so that's something you got to keep in mind when taking it. But nevertheless, they don't mind if you do take it. It's just a regular user. I haven't had any problems with it. It's the smallest of all the cabins. Well, the one next door to it, and I think that's number 3. It's also small, but the difference between 3 and 5 is 3 has a fireplace, 5 has a wood stove. So you get that wood stove. It heats the cabin great. You can cook on it. It's got that cool loft overhead that you can sleep in. And yeah, that's my favorite. Absolutely. It's easy to heat. I love the loft. I like sleeping in lofts anyway. I'm just weird like that. Even when I get one of the other cabins, I always sleep in the upper bunk bed because I like sleeping up higher. It's like I've got the higher bed in the van, even though I'm going to lower that 4 inches, but we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, definitely cabin number 5. All right, Marilyn's back there with something on my... what was I was making there on that trip? It was the the vegetarian American chop suey. She commented there. Yes, she says right there, vegetarian chop suey. She makes hers with garden crumbles. I guess that's a simulated or vegetarian beef, because I know Marilyn's a vegetarian. So yeah, I haven't actually tried any of those before, but it might be worth a shot sometime. Like I said, I am trying to eat less meat. You're not going to know that in one of my upcoming videos when I make myself a regular sloppy Joe, but that's coming up towards the end of this trip. But anyway, but yeah, I definitely got to get more into the eating less meats. Didn't do so well tonight with the beef stew either. Oh well. So I'll give those a shot sometime, Marilyn. Thanks. Though on the American chop suey, I'm actually trying to design a garden chunky American chop suey. So I'm thinking of trying things like zucchini and stuff in it too, so we'll see. Kirk, Vermont, 7-9. Good seeing you, Wolf. Hope you can make some trips to Vermont. Cheers. Yeah, well, I'm in Vermont. Looks like I made one. Well, only here for a couple nights, but hey, I'm in Vermont. All right, Michelle comes back with a great idea here. She comments... next time you make your deconstructed pot pie, you could actually add a little bit of those mashed potato flakes, and it would thicken it right up. Oh, she mentions, or just make a little roux. Is that how you pronounce that? Roux? With flour or cornstarch and water, and that would do the trick as well. It looked delicious. It was delicious, yes. Thank you for the idea, Michelle. I actually hadn't thought of actually just mixing some of the mashed potato. Of course, I could just mix it all right in, and it might have been an interesting experiment to try. And here comes the furnace again. Interesting idea, Michelle. I'll have to look into that. It's going to be a while before I get a chance to make that again. But all right, we'll stop here until the furnace finishes. Okay, the furnace finally stopped having to throw its input in. So let's get back to the questions. We're almost done here for tonight anyway. So Radical Nomadical comes back again and comments on my video there where I was exploring that road there up at Mohawk Trail State Forest. He says he heard that there was a swimming hole down the end of the road I hiked. Maybe. I was in the middle of the winter. I didn't see anything that looked like a swimming hole, but maybe some of the access trails down to the river might have had something like that. He also commented that he's has a couple videos of living out of a Subaru Forester like the one I have. And his van was in the shop, so I'll have to check that out, because I'm actually planning on doing a builder on my Subaru at some point to make it kind of like an overlanding, a budget overlanding Subaru setup. for some going on some adventures there where they're not suitable to take the van, so that's something I'm going to be working on this year, so stay tuned for that one. Okay, this is a good one. Kurt says, you just touched raw chicken and contaminated everything you touch. You have not had food poisoning. I actually did wash my hands. It did not make it into the video. The clip is here. So it was kind of just, it ruined the flow of the video, so I cut it out. But yeah, I did actually wash my hands. If you watch the video there, you'll see there's a cut. Right from where I'm handling the chicken to a point where I'm brushing the chicken off with the knife because I didn't want to touch the chicken again because I just washed my hands. But when you're washing your hands without a sink, it's a long process there because I had to go over, grab the pot of hot water, which actually wasn't all that hot, come back where I have had this thing sitting there, trying to wash my hands one-handed and everything else, but yeah, I did wash my hands. I did not contaminate anything. but I just didn't, I cut that part out because it was like 2 minutes of me washing my hands, and who wants to watch that? So that part was just removed. But I did not contaminate anything. Don't worry. I know food safety. I think I pronounced this Vorius 65. They say if you want to thicken up that chicken pie concoction you made, just add a little cornstarch. That will thicken it up. Yeah, something similar to what Michelle said after the mashed potatoes there. I don't have cornstarch in my stuff. I've never used cornstarch before. I'll have to get some to try it out, I guess. But thanks. And this last one comes from Amanda. It says, the new camera is working out great. I'm also enjoying the little changes in your style of filming. Well, thank you, Amanda. I've been trying... The camera's been fantastic. After I got into the post-processing there, I was watching some of the video there, and so like the scenes with me walking with the camera on a selfie stick there in front of me there, it almost looked like the camera was rolling on rails there. It was so smooth. I'm amazed at the image stabilization in this new camera and the low light capabilities and everything else. I'm thrilled with this camera. It was a good purchase. And yeah, I've been trying to tweak my video style a little bit here. Longer look, slower pace, that sort of stuff. More descriptive. Trying to improve my quality of my content a bit here to see what I can do with it. Hopefully, I mean, I may occasionally fall back into my older style now and then, but I'm going to try to focus more on this new style here. I think it's producing better quality videos and that. So more to come on that. I got some other stuff I'm going to be trying out as I go along too. So as long as I don't forget to bring my camera with me like I did on that trip to Hancock Campground there a few weeks back. So I gotta make sure I don't forget to bring my camera. So anyway, that catches us up with the last several weeks worth of comments I wanted to respond to. So I've responded to everybody by now directly through instant message, well, not through instant message, but the commenting on the videos anyway. Finally sat down and did that. I tried to respond to everybody. Sometimes my life gets busy, so I don't respond right away. But I do try to respond to everybody, or at least give you a like to let you know that I saw your comment. Anyway, I think that's about it tonight. There, it's what is it now? It's almost 10:30. I'm getting ready to climb into bed. I got somebody in a car out there listening to loud music. Joy. It's the downside to being in a these kinds of places. But it's interesting as being in that lineup of vans. This is the closest I've ever gotten to the real nomad ecosystem out there. Just brushing up against this area there. I laughed when I pulled in here and saw the whole lineup of campers. I just said, okay, I know where to go. Sorry I didn't get a lot of that on video. Hopefully we'll see what we catch in the morning there on the way out. But it was interesting just seeing all the vans here. So vans, like I said, there's a schoolie here. Kind of interesting just being here among all the other nomads. And there's got to be, I'm sure, at least more than one full-time van lifer here right now. So, interesting stuff. Anyway, yeah, there's not a whole lot to do here sitting in a van like this. Maybe I should have pulled up and did a live stream instead. I don't know. there isn't a whole lot to talk about here. But it's been a fun evening, been a fun drive here. It's today was kind of just a push to get here. I wanted to get into this spot before the sunset because I wanted to make sure I knew where I was going, having never been here before. So I didn't expect there to be a whole pile of other campers here, but hey, that's cool. It's different. It's a new experience for me. Kind of like this style of travel. We'll see what tomorrow brings, because tomorrow we're going to be exploring by van. Usually my trips are pull into a campsite, stay there for a few days, explore the area on foot. This time it's to stop at the spot for one night, move on to the next spot, and explore the area by van. So we'll see. Tomorrow we're heading out to Queechee Gorge. Going to explore around there for a bit, and then we're going to work south for the actual root beer run. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys for coming along here, even if it's just kind of been a boring in the video van. In the video van? Oh my jeez. In the van video. Oh my god, it's time for bed. In the van video, so not doing anything outside, not walking around or anything, but it's down to 26 degrees out there now, so it's getting a bit chilly, but it's nice and warm in the van, 69 degrees in here right now. So anyway, I do say anyway a lot, don't I? I gotta work on that too. With that, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Remember, slow down, enjoy life, and always be kind. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Come explore Queechee with me.